Hello YouTube and welcome to the comic book channel. In today's video, I'm not going to do my normal weekly pickups because I don't have them yet because my local comic book shop, as well as most of the shops in my hometown, did not get any comic books yet. Because of all the storms and cold fronts and snow and stuff going on around the country, everybody's delayed. So either way, instead of not making a video, I'm going to make a video showing the things that I've picked up currently this week. I went to a flea market over the weekend and raided their 50-cent and dollar bins. I had some stuff that I had pre-ordered come in, and I hit up a really cool back issue store and picked up some of their back issues and definitely went through their dollar bins. So to get us started, some of the stuff that I had pre-ordered that came in the mail, here is a pair of Immortal Hulk 43 Aliens Versus variant covers, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Here is the regular cover, the controversial interior art in there that has been recalled. I haven't looked again. I know when that book came out, it was heating up a little bit. I'm sure by now it's probably cooled down quite a bit. It's probably just maybe the cover price are a little over, but I don't know, I have to check. I did order this really great King in Black Panther cover because it's awesome. And I picked up another copy of Casual Fling #1, or I pre-ordered one rather. All right, to get us started on some back issues, 50-cent bin, torn up old comics. Here is Conan the Barbarian 21. Here is Conan the Barbarian #110. Love that cover, so cool. And here is the final issue of Conan the King, issue number 55, King Conan / Conan the King. The last issue on that. Excited to have that. I like that Conan stuff. I picked up some Avengers stuff. They're pretty heavy on the Scarlet Witch covers, maybe just coincidental. Maybe I saw a show and I really like it a lot because it's really good. Who knows? Either way, here's issue 104, Scarlet Witch front and center there. Really cool cover. Here is issue 140. We have issue number 152. I love this cover. Just a nice, busy, crazy Avengers cover. Here's another Scarlet Witch front and center cover, 234. It's a good depiction of her. Good, nicely drawn, painted, however people art covers. They did a good job, however they did that. Here is 238, and if you're keeping up with the show, which hopefully you are, then this is cool. Here's 374. And then last up for Avengers is 485 in this big bag-in board here that I can't even hold. But that's a really great cover as well. A lot of glare on it, but good cover. All right, next up we have a copy of Batman 269. Really excited to pick up an old Batman book out of a 50-cent bin. Anytime I can grab any Batman back issues for under $2 out of volume 1, I definitely do. This is no exception. This is from, 1975, so I'm in. Picked up a little Defenders run, a little three-issue run, so here's 110. Here's my favorite cover of the day, probably, issue 111. I love Patsy Walker, and that is a cool Hellcat cover. Hellcat gets to have a fun time in this series. Here is issue 112, so I scored on picking that up, especially now that everyone is kind of looking for this book right this second. So more WandaVision speculation, but yeah, I was excited to pick that up and kind of surprised that I didn't already have it. Here is Captain America 168. Here we have, so a little story, not story, but either way, this is a Doctor Strange book. I've not really read any Doctor Strange, and I don't collect much Doctor Strange, like, purposely. Other than, you know, I did read the Donny Cates Damnation run or storyline or arc or whatever, and I've read the first 2 issues of the current, like, Surgeon Supreme run. But Doctor Strange is sometimes, I don't know, maybe it's just my misconception, but feels a little too out there for me, and this is coming from somebody who reads, like, Adventure into Fear and Man-Thing, so that's weird. But either way, I picked this one up because of this cover and because of who else is on this cover. So very recognizable character there on the cover of Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme, number 58. So I know what's going on there, but I guarantee you I will find out and read it, and that's awesome. Next up is just some really great Bill Sienkiewicz artwork. This is ROM Space Knight, number 54. It's got a bad glare and it's super dark, but this is a great Bill Sienkiewicz cover. Really cool cover. Excited to add that to the collection. Here is a copy of Black Panther and the Crew, number 1. I love 50-cent bins. I can spend hours and hours and hours digging through 50-cent bins, even if there's nothing in them, even if they're just old Valiant or what was the Malibu. I don't care. I'll look at all of it and probably end up with like $50 worth of stuff. Doesn't matter. This was not from the dollar bin, but it wasn't far off from the dollar bin. I'm excited to add this to my collection. It's not by any means a higher grade. It's very low. It's, I would assume, a 5.5, 6.0 at most. But this is a copy of Marvel Premiere 15. First appearance of Iron Fist. So I am stoked about that. Hopefully, something really cool will happen with Iron Fist coming up soon, but either way, this is, you know, no matter who you are, you collect comics, you like to add keys to your collection, and this is definitely a key, and this is a good key to have, so especially for the price that I picked it up for, so I'm stoked about that one. That is cool. And speaking of Man-Thing, as I was a few minutes ago, here is Fear issue number 12. The second adventure into Fear with Man-Thing in it. Here is Giant Size. Don't make any dumb jokes. Giant Size Man-Thing number 3. I'm not even going to say anything. This, yeah, if you've never read Man-Thing, if you are, a lot of people, even people into comics and stuff, a lot of times just feel like Man-Thing is like a Swamp Thing ripoff. That is not even close to the case. They are like way, way different. They're both, you know, swamp human creature guy things, but that's where it stops. Man-Thing is like really, really, really interesting. There's a lot going on there. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on, especially whenever Steve Gerber hopped on the book and you know, really utilized the nexus of all realities and brought in, like, you know, stuff like Howard the Duck and the Jennifer Kale and stuff like that. I don't know. If you haven't read Man-Thing, you should definitely read Man-Thing. So here's some more campy Marvel stuff. Here's the copy of Devil Dinosaur #2. And issue #3. No backing board, so I gotta hold it like this. Here is issue #4. Issue #7. And issue #8. So that just leaves me to pick up, I have #1 already, so I think I just need to pick up like issue #9 is the last one in this run. So like 9 and something else. I don't know what I was missing there, 3 maybe. Here's Howling Commandos of S.H.I.E.L.D. #1. Again, I picked it up because Man-Thing's on the cover. I have a few copies of this, but can never have too many Marvel monsters. Here's a copy of Dazzler, issue #19, because it's Dazzler. Why wouldn't you? Here's Felicia Hardy, The Black Cat, #1. Here's a book that is on everyone's list to collect, obviously. Blink, the Blink 4-part miniseries. This is issue #1. I got this cool Werewolf by Night, issue #3. Everyone always likes to point out whenever Mike Ploog, I don't know how you say his last name, has done the cover art. It's always showcased on there somehow, like from the seller or something. And this one was no exception. The seller of this printed out one of these little things and put it up here on the cover, but I took it off and put it on the back. But I don't know much about him. I have heard his name and I know, some covers that he's done, but I don't know why it's always pointed out when he's done a cover. I mean, that's not always the case with like even Jack Kirby or someone. So maybe he only did like a small amount of covers, or maybe he is not from the comic book world or something. I don't know. I need to research it, but if you know, drop it in the comments below. I'd like to know why it's always such a big deal when he does art. I'm not saying anything bad about his art. It's very good. I mean, that's great art, but I just don't understand or know why that's a big deal. All right, so let's get going quicker here. Here are a couple of copies of Darkhold #1, newsstand and direct. Some more Darkhold. Here's issue 7. And then look at this cool cover for issue 14. Darkhold had some cool stuff going on in it. Here's West Coast Avengers, issue #4. Yes, another first appearance here. Another one that ties in some WandaVision speculation. That'd be cool. Here's some more West Coast Avengers. Here's issue 43. Oh, wow. Who's featured on the cover? Serious, guys. If you're not watching WandaVision, then what are you doing? It's so good. All right, picked up some Uncanny X-Men 297, as well as issue 340. And then I got a little 1 through 4 set on the North Star miniseries. 1 through 4, they're all in there somewhere. Same thing with the Dark Reign, the Hood, issues 1 through 5 in there for half off of $1. So, or sorry, half off of $2. So $1. And then here is a copy of Legends #1. Gotham Academy #1. Here is Alpha Flight 47. just to fill a hole in the Alpha Flight run. I really thought I had the entire Alpha Flight run, but I'm lacking in a lot of it. Here is Madhouse 102, the Archie comics. No significance, I just thought the cover was cool. I always pick up old Archie and Sabrina and stuff like that. Here is Sabrina the Teenage Witch, issue number 24. Here is Archie proper, issue 213. Got one of the DC Advanced Dungeons and Dragons number 1s. I have a few of these, but I pick them up when I see them. Here, oh yes, is Terminator 2 Judgment Day, Marvel Comics number 1, as well as issue number 2. Don't ask. But here's a copy of Welcome Back, Kotter, issue number 3. I'm just gonna put that there. And then I grabbed some of these, oh, now I can't think of who did the covers. I don't know. This is Justice Society of America, number 3. That's not one of the covers I'm talking about, but these next 3 are. I cannot think of who did these covers. Maybe it's Alex Ross. There's issue 4. I think it's Alex Ross. Maybe it's Alex Ross. I'll either look really cool like I know what I'm talking about, or I'll look like an idiot, because I'm not going to go back and edit it either way. So there's issue 5. And here's issue 6. So that's what I picked up in my week of finding non-new release comic books. And again, I will have my regular video up tomorrow, hopefully, as long as books came in and there's some left to buy. But that's it, guys. Please let me know in the comments below if you have anything to say about any of these books. And let me know about the Mike Plog art. Let me know what information I'm missing out on. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please leave a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time.